Hello everyone to another Catan video. So I believe I'm playing the 4 island expansion of Seafarer, and this would be my very first game on the 4 island scenario. Uh, but yeah, I was searching for the 3 island scenario just to play a game that I have already played in my previous Seafarer video. But then it took me a very long time to find a game, and in the end I just searched for everything. This still took me more than, I believe, 6 to 8 minutes to find a game. So it's not fun waiting for that long. But now that the game has started, let's focus on what we can do. So on this board here, I am in the fourth position, and I do see a few decent spots. And yeah, as I said, I am not very well versed with this game. This is my very second Seafarer game and very first game on the 4 island scenario. So let's see how I perform. So seems like the robber begins on a 12 tile. So if anybody who places on 5 3 12, and if the 12 is rolled on the very first turn, it might be blocked. Here looks like I have the option of going for something like 6 9 4 and 8 9 4. Although my numbers are a little repeating, but I think my production is pretty decent here, and I believe I will be able to get to one of the 3:1 ports. On the other hand, my other option is going for something like a 5 3 12, and yeah, but I don't like any of those positions. Like there's nothing that pairs too well with the 5 3 12. Maybe I can go for 5 3 directly and then build on the 5 5 and on the wood port. That could be an option. Uh, so yeah, I mean that is an option for me. But at this point, I think going for 8 9 4 and 6 9 4 seems fine to me. So I'll do that, just that. Here I'm placing on the 8 9 4 first, and my second placement I will, because I don't produce any wood, pointing towards the wood port doesn't make any sense. So I'll point to the right. I believe purple over here will go for something like a 6 9 or a 9 9, but they are very limited when it comes to numbers. So for that, I think they might go for something like a 5 3 or maybe a 11 3 2 and build upwards. Yeah, looks like a pretty difficult board over here. I have a lot of brick, and I don't think brick is a useful resource in this game. Okay, purple does go for 9 9, which makes sense, especially because they will be getting the 4 9, sorry, 4 6 port. So the so the ore port might be pretty important, and purple should be able to get city pretty quickly as well because they produce a decent amount of wheat and ore. Yeah, I've noticed that people do build um, on the on the tiles that are close to the sea. Maybe that is something that I need to focus on. So if you notice, both gray and purple have started with a road in hand, or not a road, a ship in hand. So just like last game, this is going to be very difficult for me. Maybe I should start calling sheep as wool so that it is easier for me to converse. Wow, so green here completely blocks me. So my road is wasted here. But for now, I think that's okay. Let's see what I can do as I grow ahead. I would like force to roll quite a lot this game. That would be pretty beneficial to me. Also, it's difficult to block two people in one go, on this board at least. 12 rolls here, which doesn't help anyone. I do roll a 9 here, but I don't think I can do much at this point. Let's see if I can get a wood from someone. Um, yeah, Gray has only two cards in hand. I believe it's a wood and a sheep. Let's see if I can get a ore. I will be able to get a dev card if I get this trade. Uh, how about a ore for a brick? Yeah, it's unlikely that I will get any trades, so might as well end my turn here. So lots of fours and nines would be the best case scenario for me. I believe over here green might be able to get a dev card because fives and 11s have rolled and they already started with a wheat in hand. So if I am able to get to the 6-4, that would be a pretty strong position for me. But for that, I would need a couple of wood, and I don't think I'll be able to get it. You are not sure what Gray is doing. They haven't even rolled the die, just wasting that time. Okay, does roll a 6. That gives me wheat. I can do a 4:1 and build a road if I want. So purple rolls a 7 here. I think purple might want to steal from green because green has a wood in hand. Okay, so purple is able to build the road here. I do roll another 5. Let's see if Gray wants to trade, but Gray has been taking quite some time to respond to trades. So don't think I would want to wait for them to respond. Yeah, I believe my only option is to do a 4:1. Okay, looking for a couple of words. I don't have any. I wouldn't mind the trade that they are offering though. So I'll just do a 4:1 and build a road and end my turn. So another 11. So yeah, these rolls are pretty strong for green, and because green has been getting fives and 11s rolling. And I believe green did have a wood, but purple was able to steal it. And now gray is just AFK. That makes sense. They did take quite some time to roll the die as well. And gray is the only one who has wood in hand because fives have rolled a couple of times. At this point in the game, I believe green is the strongest player because they have very strong production of wood, brick, wheat, and wool. Wow, so Gray's timer resets there. Pretty unlucky because now we have to wait for. We waited for that long, and Gray has been wasting time. I don't mind these eights rolling. That is me only I get a break whenever an eight rolls. Wouldn't want to give away my sheep just yet because it's a rare resource for me, especially because four hasn't rolled so far. A nine rolls. A nine is a pretty strong roll for me. So I can get a dev card here. Let's see if any trade goes through though. Yeah, green is wanting a wood. I don't have any, so it doesn't affect me at all. Let me point out to green that I don't have it. How about this trade? Not sure if gray is going to respond, but if they do, that would be pretty good for me. That said, gray themselves are on the 9 tile, so gray wouldn't want to do a trade like that. So based on that logic, I think I'll just hold on to these cards. I can do a 4:1. Actually, I will try doing that. Although this does make me a target. If a 7 is rolled, I might be targeted and people might steal from me. But I think that's a risk that I have to take. So this seems like green wasn't able to pull a knight in the as their first dev card. 7 does roll for gray. Should block the 9 break, but might block the 6 wheat as well. Purple there has to lose 5 cards. Yeah, it blocks the 9 wheat. Okay. And steals from purple. So another 11 rolls. So green and purple have been pretty lucky with these 11s. I would want either a 8 or a 9 to roll now. Instead of 4 rolls, that's pretty good. Let me see if I can get this trade. So I know I can get a dev card, but that's the least of my concerns at this point. I think I will be trading with. I mean, both of them are a threat, and green already has a dev card in hand, has a couple of dev cards in hand. But at this point, I think trading with green is fine. So now I think green might target purple by placing on the 6 ore. Okay, I don't mind the 9 brick being blocked here. A 10 is a pretty good roll for Grey. Grey is the only one who gets a couple of resources when a 10 is rolled. Wow, another 11 rolls here. So pretty strong for Grey. Sorry, pretty strong for Green. 4 is a pretty nice roll for me, but at this point I think I'll just hold on to these cards. Yeah, seeing these 4 rolls makes me very, very happy. So now if a couple of 6s roll, I will be able to get a city. And I think that would be pretty good, getting an early city on the 6-9-4 tile. So in my previous Seafarer video, 3 did not roll even once throughout the game. And even in this game, 3 hasn't rolled yet. But I wouldn't mind if 3 doesn't roll at all. I don't have any settled any placement on a 3. So hopefully no 7 is rolled. And I would like if a couple of 6s roll. That would be pretty good. I will be able to get a city and a dev card. Yeah, not sure what purple is doing here. So it's pretty unlucky. I mean, people wasting time is kind of irritating, but it's not something that we have any control on, especially in this online game. So 3 does roll. That gives Grey a ore. Let's see what purple is trying to do here. Yep, does nothing that turn. Unfortunately, a 7 is rolled on my turn exactly. So pretty unlucky there, but maybe I will hold on to these cards. The way I have to steal from purple. I do get a break. I was hoping to get a wheat instead. So maybe holding on to the sheep would have been better. Green keeps asking for wood. I don't produce any of that. So at this point, I think I'll just end my turn with these cards. Unlucky that I rolled a 7 on my turn. Wow, so green still doesn't have any knights after pulling 2 dev cards. So although the force did roll, it did not help me much in any way. So as you can see here, gray is growing pretty nicely with these 5s, 9s and 10s rolling. So maybe I would want to block gray now, because if gray is able to get this tile, I will not be able to go to the other island at all, or I have to take a very, very long route. So I might actually block grey and try stealing from grey. That is if I am able to roll anything that is worthwhile. I don't want to spend all my ore into building a road, so I'll just end my turn here. 7 rolls here. Should be blocking the 9 brick and stealing from either grey or purple. As usual, grey taking a long time to roll the die. So does roll a 5. So grey has been pretty lucky with the rolls as well. With tens, fives, threes, and nines all rolling pretty frequently. It's been a slow game, and also it's not very clear as to how I want to grow or where I want to grow next. Yeah, so now gray is not wasting time, but now purple has started wasting quite a lot of time. Yeah, purple might have quit the game as well because they haven't been able to do much at all so far. Yeah, seems like purple is just not rolling the die and would waste the entire turn not doing anything. Here on my turn, I would love to roll a 7 or a 6. Instead, another 5 rolls. So Gray has been getting wood on a frequent basis. Another 5. Wow. So Gray is very, very lucky there. And I can do absolutely nothing. I'll end my turn. A 6 does roll. A turn too late, I would say. Does play the knight. And at this point, does target Gray. Makes sense. Wow, that's a huge trade for Gray, and Gray will easily accept it, I believe. Okay, buys another dev card. So B seems like Gray did not accept any trade, or probably did not even respond. So another 5 rolls there. Yeah, so pretty unfortunate with the way these rolls are going. So lucky for Gray, and I believe Green will accept this trade very very easily. And my only hope is red is AFK. Sorry, purple is AFK. Purple isn't though. And now I think purple will block the 8 brick and target grey, or should target grey. Yeah, targets me and steals my ore. So I've been holding on to that ore for quite some time. And pretty unfortunate with the way that whole sequence has gone so far. Like a couple of turns back, 7 rolled where I had to lose quite a few cards. And since then, I have just been holding on and doing absolutely nothing. So it is frustrating now, but not much that I can do. And it's unfortunate that green isn't. Although green has three dev cards, seems like green doesn't have any knights in hand. So I would again hope if a couple of fours roll, and grey is growing pretty easily. Absolutely nothing for because grey isn't even being blocked or targeted, and the numbers are rolling pretty go nicely as well. I would have accepted. I would have countered that trade. Would not have accepted it. Okay. Would love to roll a 7 on my turn. How about a trade like this? I mean, most likely that isn't going to be accepted, but at this point, I need to be a little aggressive, or else I am falling quite far behind in this game. Because gray will very easily be able to grow on the 5-3 tile. Green has this entire island open to them. Do roll a 8 here, so I think my only option is to do a 3:1 and get a city. So these 10s have been really amazing for for gray. Yeah. Now I don't think I can build anything towards any of those islands. I think I am completely blocked from everywhere. So yeah, I mean, gray is having a very easy game. So another 5, that is basically 2 woods now. So purple not targeting gray and blocking me was going to be affecting me in a very serious way here. So I would want a 4 to roll on on my turn. I will be able to get a couple of dev cards that way. And now I have to rely on dev cards quite a bit. So do roll a 2 here. Not much to do for me. I'll just end my turn with these cards. Here I will ask for a couple of cards. I mean, not sure what I will be getting, but it's worth asking for sure. So, wow. So now green would want to steal from me, and that's just unlucky. I am far behind, and green is now targeting me. I'm not sure why green did not play the knight when the 6 was blocked, and wow, the 8 is blocked now. So, yeah, that's just unlucky with the way these games are going. And now a couple of 8s roll, so absolutely nothing for me to do there. So, the only saving grace is if a 4 rolls, I will be able to do something this turn, or else I'll just have to end my turn. 4 and 6s are the 4 has been the least rolled number after 3 and 12. So that itself shows how unlucky I have been. Yeah, and now people are trading with gray that easily. I don't even think that's the right thing to do. Luckily, a 4 does roll, so wow. Pretty good roll for me. I will be able to get 2 dev cards and hopefully I get a monopoly or something and I get couple of knights, which isn't the worst. At least at the very least I'll be able to unblock myself. Here I shouldn't be the target at all. Wow, still blocks the 6 wheat. Didn't think that would be the case. Yeah, so getting the 2 points for building on a new island is almost impossible for me. I believe both purple and gray might be able to get to that. I'll get part because seems like gray will be the first one to do that. And at this point, I don't think I will be targeting gray. For me, I need to target green so that I can grow somewhere. And I do get a ore, so that's pretty good. 3 rolls here, so that doesn't help me in any way, but I think I will still be able to get another dev card and end my turn. I might be able to get the largest army. So these sevens rolling there are okay. So gray is still blocking the 6 wheat. That's a little unlucky, but not the worst. 4 would be a pretty good roll again. Instead of 7 rolls here, and I think the 8 brick gets blocked because gray is in a huge lead. And the reason why I'm not targeting gray is because I believe I am just fighting for second position. Uh, Here I'm not exactly sure as to how many points do I need to win the game. So I'm just trying to take a look at where that has been mentioned. Yeah, seems like it's not clearly available for seafarers. Okay, so this does say that 13 points. Okay. Uh, okay, makes sense. So, and I continue to target green there. And now I will be blocking gray after a couple of those rolls. Do get an ore. So let's see if I can get this trade 1:1. If this trade goes through, I will be able to get another dev card. And yeah, purple doesn't produce any sheep, so there's no point me waiting for them. Okay, rolls green rolls a 7. Green here might want to target me because I have targeted green a couple of times. Okay, green continues targeting gray, which is completely okay by me. So I would continue hoping for fours to roll. I think that's the best number for me. Rolls a 7, might block this. I mean, for sure is blocking the 6 wheat and might target me this time. Okay. The only that's a good thing that Gray hasn't targeted me at all this game. Yeah, not sure what Purple is thinking about. Continues blocking Gray, which makes sense to me. Here, I will get the largest army and block Gray again. That's pretty good. And at this point, I think the 3 ore is the only option for me to block. I get a break, not something that I was looking for, but it's okay. I might just have to end my turn with these cards in hand. Not much of a choice that I have here. Fours haven't rolled in quite some time, so I would again want a couple of fours to roll. So now I will be able to get another dev card on my turn. Three rolls here, and because I've blocked the 3 ore, Grey doesn't get any cards. That's pretty good. Not sure what purple is doing here. So another 3 rolls, and I think the only option I have here is to get a dev card. I do get a road building, so that is good. I should be able to build uh, somewhere. I would try and go to a new island. That is a possibility. Wow. So Gray there gets very, very lucky with these couple of tens that rolled. Gray should be able to get a city now. And getting a city on 5-3-10 is a very, very strong spot for Gray, I would say. Yeah. Gray is building more roads. I don't think in this game you can build the sixth settlement. So although Gray has been able to get to the new island, they do need to get a city and a first. Yeah, not sure what purple is waiting for. Does roll a 9. Each 9 is a pretty good roll for me. Gets me 3 cards. So I would again want a 4 to roll so that I can get 2 more dev cards. At this point, I won't go for a city on 8-3 or 8-9-4. I would rather have 2 more dev cards. Hopefully get another road building, because I think the road buildings are the only way I will be able to get to the island on the top left. I do roll a 8 here, so not much that I can do with what I have in hand. I might actually hold on to the road building also. Let's see if I can get any trade. Hmm, I know that's a difficult one, but I think I can get a trade like this. Maybe. Wow, so green isn't letting down on uh, a 1:1 offer. Maybe a 1:1 this way. Okay, let me offer something like this. How about a trade like this? Does green accept a 3:2 the other way around without the ore? Yeah, does accept it. So I will go for it now. And the reason why I went for it is because I don't produce any wood. I get a victory point, not what I was looking for. 5 rolls here, that's pretty strong for gray. Luckily, gray does roll a 7, and I'm pretty sure gray will now target me, and I might lose the wood that I had got uh, from green. So that's a pity now. Okay, continues targeting green. I don't mind that at all. I would have liked if this was a Monopoly or a Year of Plenty. Monopoly would have been the best card. Another road building would have been the second best, I would say. 9 rolls here. Pretty decent roll for me. So now I would be able to build 3 roads towards the new island on the top left. The only problem with that is purple can easily just build a single uh, uh, ship and a settlement, and if that happens I will have to build extra roads. But here not much of a choice. I will play my road building because that makes sense. There's no point holding on to the road building and not being able to do anything much. Oh, yeah, I cannot build another road. I need a sheep to build another. Uh, yeah, I need wool to build a ship. So yeah, that was a miscalculation on my part, but Still, I don't think building these two couple roads was the bad idea. I could have built over here. A 4 does roll, so that's pretty good. So now I can build the ship, or I can get 2 more dev cards. I think I will go for dev cards. I mean, that is all dependent on if a 7 doesn't roll. And so far, I have been very, very unlucky with 7s. A few more 4s and 9s would be pretty good for me. Instead of 5 rolls here, I think I would build a single road, single ship and get a dev card. That is also an option. Grey here ends their turn with 10 cards. Wow, that's surprising. But I think they realize that they cannot build a 6 settlement and they need to build a city first. Yeah. Yeah, purple, as usual, taking a long time to roll the die. If a 4 and a 9 rolls, I will be able to get a city and a dev card and build a road. So let's see what happens here. Yeah, that seems to be a good trade for me. And at this point, I think I'll just accept it. That's a pretty strong trade. Especially because purple just built a single settlement out of it. Instead, over here, an 11 rolls. Let's see if anybody wants a brick. So as originally planned, I will go for a dev card first. I do get road building. Wow, that's pretty huge. So because I get a road building here, I think I will go for another dev card. And so now I can just build 2 more roads using the road building. So that's a pretty good dev card for me. And I get another knight, so I can unblock myself. So another 11 rolls here. Gray should be able to get a city, I think. Actually, it's difficult for Gray to get a city because the 6 has been blocked for so long. I shouldn't have offered a 2:1 there because, yeah, because green and purple will do a 1:1 there for over and wheat. So that was a mistake on my part. Let's see if green counter offers again. If they do, I will accept it for now. So now green has the option of accepting it from either me or purple does accept it from me, so that's pretty good. So these 5s have been completely, yeah, the way 5s have been rolling, it's pretty good for everyone except me. Actually, not even for purple. It's only gray and green that benefit a lot. So on my turn, I would like to roll a 4. An 8 rolls here gets me another brick. So I would want to get another brick, or 4 would be the best roll, but even if another 8 or 9 rolls, that would be fine as well. That would give me the option of getting doing a 3:1. Purple goes for their first dev card there. A 4 does roll, so that's a huge roll for me. So I will play my road building for sure. Get to the new island and let's see if I can get this trade. Okay. How about a trade like this? So this way I will be able to get a settlement and a dev card if I get this trade through. I believe the only person who can accept this trade is Purple, but seems like Purple isn't responding. So at this point, I think I will just build a settlement and hold on to the cards I have in hand. Not much for me to do there. And end my turn there. So although I just built a road, I mean a settlement on 2, but that gives me 2 extra points. And wow, so now green gets the longest road. And so that's a big blow to gray. Gray gets a settlement. I think gray can easily build on the 512 as well now. Yeah, looks like that's what they are doing. They also get the longest road back. I don't mind green and gray fighting for the longest road. So although I have been complaining that 4s aren't rolling a lot, but they have almost always rolled exactly when I need them the most. I wouldn't mind more 4 rolling, that is surely true. Here, if a 6 was unblocked, I would have been able to get a city on my turn. Unfortunately, the 6 isn't unblocked here. I had to play the road building, so I could not play the knight last turn. I think purple here can get a city. Yeah, purple does get another city here. And for me, it's an easy choice to play the knight and steal from gray. I do get a brick, so I will be able to do a 3:1 if not anything else. Actually, let's see if I can get any trade here. Because if I can get a trade, I will be able to get a dev card and a city. My other option is to build another road. I think that wouldn't be the worst case also. How about a trade like this? Here I can go for 2 more dev cards actually. I think going for dev card wouldn't be... So I, for sure, green here has 2 victory points. I have 1 and not sure what dev card purple has. So I can get a victory point, or I can get a monopoly because no monopoly has been played. I do get another victory point. Let's try and go for one more. And I get a knight. Not the bad card because I will be able to unblock myself. But I think a monopoly would have been better. There are 10 cards left in the pile though. I don't think any Year of Plenty or Monopoly has been played. So that is surely something that I have to keep in mind. That going for more dev cards would be very profitable. Let's see if I can build two more roads and build another settlement. That is also an option that I have in mind. For sure, I was very lucky getting two road buildings that did help me in my push towards the new island. Not sure what green is doing here, waiting for quite some time. I think green offered a trade and was waiting for purple. Another four rolls. Yeah, fours are like literally my favorite number this game. Just like 5 would be for gray and green, and 10 was for gray for a very long time. A 9 would be nice at this point. A 6 rolls, that's pretty good as well. So if a 7 doesn't roll, I will be able to get two more dev cards. And as I said, because there's a monopoly out there, I would want to actually try pulling for more dev cards. I might be able to get a victory point as well. I think there might be one more victory point out there. So 9 cards left because Grey did get one in their turn. Surely this has been a pretty long game for sure. Let's see what purple does here. I think purple here would want to build 3 roads. Okay, purple is building on that end. Maybe purple is also a new player and does not realize that building on the new island would be more beneficial to them. Another 6 rolls here. So let's see if I can get any trade with purple. The only problem with that has been that purple isn't very responsive when it comes to trades. But I believe purple might be willing to accept it. Just have to wait a long time. If purple counters with a 1:1, I will accept that as well. Yeah. How about a trade like this? Actually, this would be better for me. Green accepts it. I think I will go for it. So this way I will be able to get a dev card. I do get another knight. That's unfortunate. But at this point, I think I'll just go for a city and end my turn. A 7 would be pretty nice. A 4 is also very nice. Now every 4 gives me uh, 2 sheeps and 3 ores. That's very, very good for me. So all I need to do is build another city and I can just win the game. And Grey losing their longest road has been, that's a good thing for me. So any 6 or a 9 will be a victory because 13 points is what you need to win the game and I am already on 12. A 9 does roll. So even if, yeah, let's see. I mean, if Grey has a monopoly, they have to play it this turn. They have no other option. And Grey can easily play a monopoly on brick. That would be pretty, because a 9 rolled, there are at least 6 bricks. Okay, Grey doesn't do anything there. And 8 rolls here. So maybe purple plays a monopoly if purple has it. Does play the monopoly. Plays it on the wood. Wow. That I think is surely a mistake. Like, so now that's just GG. I have won the game. Even if a 7 rolls, that shouldn't stop me. Yeah. So I'll just roll the die. I do roll a 5 here. Doesn't change anything. Just play the knight. I mean, this is all not needed. Doesn't affect the outcome of the game in any way. And I'll just get another city and win the game. So as you can see, this was just my second placement match. A pretty long game for sure. Okay. And yeah, I mean, the plays made by everyone weren't pretty good, and their ranks surely suggest the same. Being a bronze or a silver player is not that great. As expected, Green did have 2 victory points there. Only Grey and I did get that extra victory point for building on a new island. I was targeted only twice. I did mention that during the game also that Grey was targeting green and purple, not me. So that was a good thing. A pretty long game. The die rolls were pretty unfortunate to begin with, but Force did roll later on in the game, and that was pretty good for me. Helped me get quite a few dev cards. 6 did not roll much, but because I had 9s, which rolled a decent number of times, that I was able to get dev cards and cities as I wanted. Even the dev cards that I got, road building, that was pretty good. I got a couple of road buildings and 2 victory points. Both of them were pretty good. Yeah, so that's it for now. Do let me know in the comments what do you think about my placement or what should have I improved. I do realize that building towards closer to the island is better because I think the 694 or something like 894 did not help me much when it comes to building a settlement on a new island. So if I had the option of building on every island, it is you just keep on racking up those bonus points, and that's pretty strong. Overall, in the end, I would say the dev cards did help me quite a lot, help me unblock myself, build roads and ships. Yeah, anyway, bye for now and see you again in the next video. Bye bye.